Discover untapped investment and market sentiment hiding in plain sight. In today's Daily Reddit Insight for September 22nd.
Oracle TikTok Cloud Security Catalyst. Pain points, regulatory approval, data sovereignty, execution risk, fierce cloud competition. How to get the chance. Monitor deal finalization, revenue margin impact, security credibility. Build position gradually on dips, diversify, set risk limits, reassess on policy shifts. YOLO dip versus bullish catalysts. Sell the news drop despite the $50 million buyback and Robinhood listing. Possible deeper issues, bearish market, strong sell volume. Wait for stabilization at support, track volume, reassess fundamentals and buyback impact. Start small, DCA, use stops, confirm reversal. Metaplanet's Bitcoin accumulation signals institutional adoption. Pain points, inflation erosion, treasury cash drag, volatility timing risk, missing corporate-led upside. How to get the chance. Embrace long-term reserve thesis. Dollar cost average into BTC. Monitor institutional treasury purchases and macro liquidity trends. Kaia LINE Next compliant stablecoin super app. Pain points, regulatory hurdles, stall adoption, limited cross-app utility. How to get the chance. Track rollout, evaluate network effects, research Kaia native token or LINE Next equity. Accumulate exposure to Asia's compliance-first stablecoin ecosystem. Metaplanet's $632 million Bitcoin buy signals institutional conviction. Pain. Investors risk missing upside as corporate adoption tightens supply and momentum accelerates. How to act. Assess portfolio allocation. Accumulate BTC on dips. Monitor treasury adoption trends and liquidity inflows, and price pressure. Japanese real estate small caps value opportunity. Pain. Decades of deflation. Neglected valuations despite market highs. Investors overlook turnaround. Chance. Capitalize on recovery by researching sector ETFs and fundamentally strong small cap RE companies for long-term value and capital appreciation upside. ZKsync-Backed Grvt raises $19 million. Pain early-stage hype, uncertain tokenomics, timing and liquidity risks. Chance. Study white paper team. Assess token model. Watch official channels for IDO/IEO dates, airdrops, community programs. Engage early but size positions prudently. Monitor ecosystem signals and sentiment closely. BitMine's Hoard signals bullish momentum. Concentration risk, volatility, liquidity, regulatory uncertainties, and potential market influence by large players. Gain exposure via ETH purchases, dollar cost averaging, diversifying, and monitoring BitMine or related equities for indirect plays. Hedge with options prudently. BTC Q4 historically bullish. Average plus 85%. Pain points, seasonal bias, volatility, past performance not predictive, timing and drawdown risk. How to capture. Gradually increase BTC crypto exposure into Q4. Diversify. Use risk limits and stops. Review conditions. Monitor liquidity and catalysts. Chainlink and tokenization. Future finance infrastructure. Pain points. Fragmented real-world data. Legacy integration hurdles. Uncertain DeFi rails. Slow tokenization. How to get the chance. Target Oracle infrastructure. Consider long-term link accumulation for exposure to asset tokenization-driven digital transformation and growth. Title: Ethereum correction. Buy the dip setup. Pain points: sharp correction. Bearish sentiment despite December update. Overreaction, profit-taking. Temporary undervaluation. How to get the chance. Long-term believers accumulate gradually. Use DCA near supports. Stagger entries. Manage risk before catalyst. Monitor volume and sentiment. Bull YOLO meme surge, hype-driven, ticker name logic, no fundamentals, extreme volatility, potential rapid losses. Treat as short-term momentum trade, only for high risk tolerance. Use tiny position sizes, predefined stop loss, quick exits, strict risk controls. Avoid FOMO, expect whipsaws, monitor liquidity. Rolls-Royce rally on political spotlight. Pain points, hype-driven momentum, limited financial clarity, uncertain contract pipeline. How to get the chance. Track government deals, verify fundamentals, ride momentum with stop losses, scale in on confirmations, monitor news flow and volume, and liquidity. Bitcoin ETF inflows on rate cut hoax, risks, Fed path uncertainty, crypto volatility, macro shocks, and concentration risk. Consider diversified exposure via spot Bitcoin ETFs, staged entries, dollar cost averaging, and monitoring Fed signals for confirmation, plus risk management and rebalancing. Bitcoin supply squeeze, 120K in sight, pain points, Fed cut volatility, policy reversals, thin exchange liquidity, crowded trades, how to get the chance, accumulate on dips, stagger entries, monitor easing, exchange balances, sentiment metrics, manage risk, anticipating upside from tightening supply.
BitMine's 2.4 million ETH signals institutional bullishness.
Retail faces uncertainty, timing risk,
And fear of missing institutional accumulation.
capture upside by tracking BitMine's moves, monitoring on-chain inflows and adoption metrics,
And scaling entries into ETH on strength and pullbacks amid volatility.